Hey everybody, what's up? Startup Survival here. I am on location in Mexico. I'm in the city of Guadalajara and I'm actually on the roof of my wife's building. And I've gotten her permission to make a small fire. Very controlled, very, subdued, I would say. This is like an upstairs roof area that's like completely enclosed except for the ceiling, which is perfect for this activity. So I would never do something like this in Canada because I think a neighbor or somebody would probably see some smoke and probably freak out and call the fire department. And I suppose that is a concern here, but she says it's not, so we'll see what happens. I got some wood yesterday from the hardware store, from a Home Depot here, and got them to cut it up for me, and I've just been sawing it up myself here with a Swiss Army knife. The saw on this is actually pretty cool. It's kind of fatiguing on the hand because of how you have to hold it, but it's very effective if you're patient. I got some other knives here, just some folders and fixed blades that I brought with me and some that were already down here. So I'm gonna do some feather sticks and things like that. Just take my time, have some fun. I got some fire steel here, lighter, cotton balls with Vaseline. Got a pair of work gloves there. And here's where I'm gonna put the fire actually, is I've got like a baking pan out of like a toaster oven, well used obviously. And I got some aluminum foil I'm gonna put on top of that. And this is where the fire is gonna go. I think that will prevent any scorching on the floor or anything like that, and be nice and safe. I'm gonna get a big jug of water here as well, just in case things go kind of out of control. Also, the skies are kind of threatening actually. It's the rainy season here right now, and it's been raining pretty much every day. So we're gonna get rained on at some point. So anyways, I'm just up here right now to kind of see what I can do before it starts to rain. So anyways, let's get started and see how it goes. Okay, let's try some feather sticking now. First knife up is the Bird Car 2. Let's see how this does. It's not too bad, but the handle is a little bit uncomfortable for a task like this. The handle is very thin actually, and I feel quite a lot of hot spots, especially along the spine. An EDC knife like this is probably not well suited for doing bushcraft stuff. Let's do a little bit more and see how it feels. It's not doing too bad, but like I said, I don't really like the handle on that for doing bushcraft stuff. We gotta put the gloves on now. And let's try out the Spyderco Tenacious and see how that does. You know what? I'm not doing a very good job actually of this with the Tenacious at all. I'm not really a fan of these flat handles for bushcraft stuff. Touching the Mora handle is, it fills the hand much better. The Scandi grind really bites the wood better as well. I have to say, I think it's an improvement. Definitely a case where the right tool for the job makes a huge difference. I'm glad I brought this knife with me. Let's try the other side here just a little bit. This Scandi grind is very effective for making fire sticks, absolutely. Let's try this other Mora knife, the stainless steel, see how it does. I don't like the handle quite as much as on this one, but it still works fine for doing feather sticks. Yeah, very nice. I think this will burn pretty good. Let's try the cold steel medium Voyager, see how it does. Much better than the Bird and the Tenacious. I think it's because of that slightly thicker handle. Not too bad. But actually all these small handles are kind of cramping my hands a little bit. Let's try the Recon one, see how that goes. I have to say, I think that the only really good knife that I have here for doing feather sticks is the Mora Companion. I like that rounded handle, it's very comfortable. Great knife. Okay, I think we're pretty much ready for the ignition stage here. And for that we're going to use the cotton balls saturated with Vaseline. These have been sitting for a very long time. It's probably time to start making new ones soon. So I'm just going to bust them up a little bit here. I find that they ignite a little better when you got some surface area happening. So let's hit it with the fire seal and with the, I'm going to try the Spyderco Tenacious and see if it's got a sharp enough spine to do this. Okay, that worked pretty well. It's like a huge heat boost from the feather stick. Depending on your situation, I guess feather sticks are pretty important. Let's test this bird caracara and see if we can get some sparks from the fire steel. Yeah, that throws some good sparks. It's compared to the tenacious. I'd say they're about the same actually. They're both really good for fire steel. This is the same Kogan's that popped out of the handle on me. I super glued it, and so far so good, but I'm not sure I would trust this in a wilderness setting necessarily. I think I'll stick to the light my fire for that. I can still feel a little bit of movement in there. It's probably going to pop out again. As predicted, the Kogan's came loose again. I gotta say, I can't recommend this fire starter at all. You know, if this broke in a wilderness setting, you're pretty much screwed. I don't know if it's safe or practical to do this without the handle. You can get some sparks off it still. So I guess it's not the end of the world, and then you can just, you know, change direction or whatever and do it on this side. But still, that's not ideal at all. It should stay in the handle. I'm gonna super glue this later. Let it set for a while. It should be good for a couple more fires at least, but not good. I'm gonna buy more, light my fires. I'd say the fire's pretty much in its final stages here. Not gonna add any more wood right now. I may do another fire later in the nighttime when it's nice and dark up here. Really cool. Assuming it's not raining, of course. Alright, I think that's going to be it for the fire for now. Maybe do another one later tonight, like I said, if it's not raining, but I would call that pretty successful. Still got some wood there to start the next fire. And I have a whole bunch more of wood over here. So that's probably enough to do, you know, 4 more fires, I would say, maybe 2 or 3 more fires at least, depending how long you want to do it for. It's pretty good. All right, I guess it's pretty much time to clean up. Thanks for coming along.